so you have a whole chapter about raising kids in an age of sort of social media and now AI.
Yeah.
I mean, this is where it's going to like hit most personal for you, right? Because with the honor shame stuff, you have lived through that, and you have a pretty clear aspiration of what you want to embody. Whereas, like with AI, like what the heck does that mean for having kids?
Social media and AI. I think this is a new thing for our generation. I mean, I knew I didn't have it when I was growing up. So I mean, we had social media. Now we have a social media slash AI. How do you raise kids through an age where you kind of want to instill values to them, but one TikTok video all of a sudden changes their perception on life? You know, it's how do you kind of compete with that? You're competing with the media, internet media, social media, TikTok, AI, Instagram. Your parent, you're competing with that. How do you kind of compete with the internet or the World Wide Web? It's hard. It's very difficult, and this is a new thing, this generation and in this kind of lifetime. Okay? And thing is, what people need to understand: social media doesn't just kind of distract kids; it rewards insecurity. You know, AI doesn't just answer questions. ChatGPT, oh, hi, how are you? Doesn't just answer questions. It replaces the conversation. You know, in the book, I kind of argue that if parents don't become the safest place for the kids to think out loud, to ask questions, to kind of let go of their kind of thoughts and ideas, then they're going to replace it to technology. They're going to go to social media, they're going to go to someone on TikTok or whatever, or they're going to follow their kind of instructions, they're going to follow their kind of ideologies and whatnot. So now it's parents should kind of look into what they're looking at, because it's just how it is. You know, social media, and it's part of our lives. You cannot take that away from them. I'm not saying they don't give your kids social media and AI. No, this is the way the world works. People keep saying, don't give your kids social media or AI until a certain age. But then you're the same kind of person when the internet came out, you said, these kids are going to stick to the internet, they're not going to go to the library anymore. You're going to Google everything? Like, what are you doing? You're going to Google everything? But now it's replaced from you want to Google everything to, what, you're going to AI everything? I think this is the new step of the technological advance, and you shouldn't deprive your kids of it. But there needs to be kind of set boundaries. Because whatever you teach, they can unlearn it quickly through social media and AI, you know?
Yeah. So I think, like, as somebody who's like living with us now, there's two challenges to sort of social media and sort of the internet, and one is the actual content that they're coming across on the internet, which, believe it or not, I actually find the easier part to deal with as a parent. Like, I'm not really all that worried about the different ideas that they're coming across, because actually that, to me as a parent, that's a teaching opportunity. My philosophy to this is just, I want to, be engaged with everything my kids are engaged with, and teach them how to think about it. So this last year, a movie called K-pop Demon Hunters came out.
Oh yeah.
And
I love the song. I like the song.
It's really good. But a lot of Christian parents were like freaking out about it, because it's like, this is a craze for 10-year-old girls and it has demon in the title and we got to stay away from it, kind of thing, right? And it's just like, but if they were actually willing to like watch it and think through it and engage it, there's so much rich ground to have like really, really meaningful conversations. Because actually, this is the whole movie is about learning how to be, a good person, but you've been raised in this honor shame culture where you're taught to hide your faults instead of honestly dealing with it, right? It's a great message.
It is.
So like, parents are missing out by not like watching it and discussing it with their kids. So that part of it is fine. Like, the biggest battle for me is the kind of media that just teaches them to have a short attention span. Like
That's the media,
YouTube skip videos.
Cocomelon stuff, like, yeah, quick, like just entertainment, quick 5 second thing. Yeah, definitely, 100%. I agree.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So I like basically, I don't let my kids watch YouTube yet, simply because of that. Because it just rewards the kind of immediate the scroll. Like if they have something specific they want to watch,
immediate, like kind of what's the word? The kind of immediate dopamine hit, let's say. You know,
yeah. So again, I don't have a problem with them having that in their life, but that can't be everything they consume. They gotta learn some like discipline. They gotta learn some attention span.
Especially when they're young, because their mind is a sponge, 100%. I mean, their mind is it takes in every detail of what's happening. So, I mean, us as adults, we've already kind of grown up. Halas, we're done. Like, there's room for growth, 100%. There's room for growth, 100%. We still have room to grow, but we don't have that kind of. We take in everything and then we base that on our ideology or thoughts and how we want to live through life, you know. And by the way, I just want to add, even, you know how you said, I mean, K-pop demon hunters, it has a demon in there. By the way, this is not new. Even back when I was younger, I mean, even they said Pokemon is haram because it's...
We had that too.
Exactly. This is the thing. Even Digimon, Pokemon cards, it's haram because it promotes, like, you know, devils and demons. What? I just want to play cards. Why can't I play this?
My parents never bought into that, thankfully, but my like best friends got like banned from Pokemon. And that's not the danger in Pokemon. The danger in Pokemon is endless consumerism. Because I tell my kids, Ash Ketchum has been 10 years old for the last 25 years and he still hasn't caught them all.
He hasn't caught them all. And more Pokemon keeps getting introduced. Like, what?
Your soul will never be filled by catching all the Pokemon.
Nope, never.
So, yeah, that is that kind of parenting, right? The kind of like that just says no to everything is actually fundamentally lazy.
Yeah,
right? You're being lazy with your own spiritual growth, and you're being lazy with how you communicate with your kids, right? It's kicking the can down the road. At some point, and you write about this a lot. You have to actually like persuade your kids to be on board with your value system, and it's got to come from them. As you say, if it's just kind of enforced from outside, the kid who was banned from Pokemon at 10 years old now owns every single Pokemon card at 37.
Yeah, exactly. They kind of go to the opposite ends of the things. This is the whole point of it. This is what strict parenting kind of does. When you're strict on them and you forbid them from doing it, they're gonna eventually go into it when they're older. This is just how it is. They kind of have that idea. Okay, if this is wrong, then I do it. I mean, I'll be completely even. I say it in the book as well. I mean, I was kind of brought up strict as well. My mom was very strict into religion and everything like that. And then when I moved out, I went to my dad's. I went to the opposite. Mm-hmm. And I started doing everything that was wrong, that was kind of forbidden from me when I was with my mom. So this is the thing. So when I got that freedom, I'm like, oh my God, wow. Even I kind of questioned my belief, my religion as well. You know, I'll be honest, even I'll say it now, I don't really hide it. At some point in my life, I became atheist. Because when I left my mom's place, when I was more religious, I stopped praying and I stopped believing, and I thought to myself, was I praying not for myself or God? Was I praying for my mom? I wasn't praying for God. I was praying, is my mom watching me? Okay, I need to pray. Or I'm praying for someone else. I'm not praying for myself. And I think that's the part in religion and in Islam. It's the niyyah. It's your own kind of belief. It's between you and God. You know, it's not between you and someone else. It's how you interpret it. So I went into the fully end of the spectrum, and I kind of did everything that was horrible in my time. And I found God again about 5 years ago, I think, if I'm not mistaken. It was kind of a burst of the moment kind kind of thing. It was kind of an own spiritual kind of thing. When I kept asking about people, I kept asking about the religion, I kept looking, kept reading into the Qur'an and stuff. It really kind of flipped me all of a sudden. I'm like, okay, no, yeah, this is right. I shouldn't have become atheist. But again, it's a journey. And if you ask any Islamist, let's say, in the world, they'll be like, oh no, you should be beheaded because you renounce. Again, this is my journey. It's not yours. I am comfortable. I am comfortable with saying it out loud. I'm happy where I am at now, you know, and I'm happy I'm a Muslim, you know, because of that journey I had. I'm happy I'm Muslim. I'd rather be where I'm at now rather than keep praying for someone else.
Yeah. Well, I think the thing is that there's a certain sort of formulation of Islam in the past where this kind of like, you know, be afraid, don't ask questions, goes way beyond the parent-child relationship, right?
Yeah.
The parents treating their children like that are most likely being treated that way by other adults about religion as a whole, and all that does is just kind of like, you know, filters down into everyone else, and so people who think they're helping Islam by, you know, pushing everyone else around are not helping Islam. They're generating atheists.
Yeah, and they're just putting more hate into them. It's very simple, straightforward. It's just how it is. And it says in the Quran, "Lakum dinukum walay din." You got your religion, I got my own. It's my religion. It's not yours. Why you impose? Even other Islamists, like Muslims as well, they try to really emphasize it. I'm like, guys, I'm Muslim. It's my journey between me and my God. What are you guys trying to teach me here? What are you guys trying to force me? You can't do this. You can't do that. Even when I say Merry Christmas, they're like, oh, that's wrong. That's haram. What do you mean?
Sorry, Christmas Mubarak.
Merry Christmas Mubarak. What is that? You know, it's weird to me. I don't know. It's very weird to me when I see this kind of posts online, like, oh, it's haram to say Merry Christmas and stuff like that. It's not logical to me.